Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, LivinLikeLiv. Today we're going to be talking about confidence, how to love yourself, and just loving yourself at all stages of your life. So I picked this one first because this one I think I struggled with the most. I know that we all do it at times, but I know that this is the biggest component to a lot of people, and this is comparison, because comparison is the thief of joy. And I just want to say that there is no deadlines, there's no rush, there's none of that in life. So think about what you really want out of life. Set realistic goals, realistic time frames if you really have to have time frames. I really am a big advocate for dream boards. I think that they're awesome. I love Pinterest. That's like my virtual dream board, I like to say, because I like to make my little boards, but then the boards within the boards. I love that. I'm obsessed with Pinterest. That is in my bio. You guys can check that out. I'm obsessed. But yeah, I love dream boards. I just love anything with just planning and stuff like that. But it's a really good way to just look at everything overall, and then because that's the big picture. And I think that we all get a little stuck up on stuff like that, just the bigger picture. And I think that's what also in a way holds us up from our ultimate happiness, because a lot of us don't make smaller goals as we should be doing. We think about, when are we, because it's a lot longer to get to a bigger goal. And I think that setting smaller goals will help us feel a lot more accomplished and feel great about ourselves. And I think that since when I started making smaller goals and achieving them, for example, towards my weight loss, instead of jumping from my 287 when I was starting to 200, that would have been a huge giant goal, and that would have taken forever. I would have never been to a goal, you know what I'm saying? Everything would have been an accomplishment. I would have been yeah, but I would have never gotten to finally celebrate something. So I made smaller goals in between, and I've gotten to celebrate at each of those goals, and I feel amazing, and I love posting about it. And so I think it's really important to set smaller goals, realistic time frames. This also has to do with weight loss, this next point, but people think that weight loss cures everything. And I talk a lot about weight loss, obviously, because I am on my weight loss journey as well. So I do want to put that in this, is that a part of loving yourself is that if you are on your weight loss journey, or, actually this applies to everything. If you're losing weight, trying to build muscle, whatever you're doing for your body, I think that we all have obviously an ultimate goal. And this kind of applies to my last point is that we all have our ultimate goal, unless, you love yourself first. I think that you'll be kind of, I feel like there's going to be a little bit of disappointment there, because I think even on TikTok, I feel like that's a lot more common now. We're starting to see that. And I've already known that because in middle school, this is a little personal note story, I did lose 25 pounds. And although that's a big, milestone, then even now, that's a big milestone for me. I was not happy with where I was. And, now that I'm at now, I look back and I'm wow, I looked great. It's upsetting that I wasn't happy with where I was at, but it was because I just didn't love myself, So unfortunately, if I had the confidence that I did, I knew how to present myself the way that I did, I think that I would have been a lot more happier and just a lot more happier with myself. My next point is stop expecting yourself to be perfect. We're all human. We all make mistakes. We all make mistakes as we're meant to be, as we are meant to do, And that means you're alive. Celebrate your small wins. Celebrate, like I said, celebrate the small wins that you do make small goals. Celebrate those wins. So many times in life, you are going to make so many mistakes. I think especially, I feel like college taught me that the most. At least in my beginning of college years, a lot of stuff happened. I feel like also this applies to early 20s. And I think a lot of people have talked about that too, is that in your early 20s, like, you're gonna feel like you need to have everything figured out and everything, like, whatever, but like, that's so untrue. Like, that's such BS. Like, nothing needs to be figured out. You're gonna make so much mistakes, and I feel like this is like the time to make mistakes. But like, we're gonna be making mistakes all of our lives, so like, live. 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 My next point is forgiving yourself. We are human, so learn from your mistakes. If it bothers us, then we learn how to fix what we want to fix. If that makes sense, yeah. If there's something that bothers us and that we want to change, we will learn how to change that. If you made a mistake, you will learn how to go and fix that. You will not keep stepping in the same steps as you were before. If you feel guilty about something, you will go and take those actions to go and change that. So there's no need to be feeling guilty and upset about the past and being stuck on the past, when you can go back and take action to change something like that. So you are not your past. You can change, and you can make the decision to move on and be a different person and a better person. And I think that also stops a lot of people from loving themselves as their past. And I think that's already a big thing. If like something is bothering you and you know that something is wrong, like, that's already big in itself. Like, you know what you did is wrong. There's a lot of people, and I say this to my therapist all the time, like, well, she's even said this to me, but I say it like, because she's told me this, like, there's so many people in this world that don't do anything about it. They don't even know what they're doing is wrong. They just keep on living, and like, the fact that you can know what you're doing is wrong, like, says huge things about you. So just remember that we're, like, again, we are all human, we all make mistakes, and that you are worthy. And lastly, I also want to say that no one is like you. No one can be you ever. And I think that is the most coolest thing, that no one can be you at all. No one can be you ever. There can be some similarities here and there, but no one can ever be you. No one can ever match up to you, ever. Like, you are you. You are what makes you, you. And I've said these 2 tips before in my last video, in a way, but fake it till you make it. Pretend, like Rihanna said, I literally quoted her in my last video, fake it till you make it. Pretend like, if you feel like you're not that bitch, which you are, pretend like you are. Walk like you are. Dress like you are. Because you are. But if you think you're not, pretend like you are. Just act. Just act. Just act like it. I promise you, you will become it. Is the best. Just pretend. Please, for me. Telling you, fake it till you make it. Dressing up just makes you feel amazing. Dressing up, feeling good. Like I said, going to the gym, dressing up, I mean, you just feel amazing. It motivates you. It makes you want to get going. Getting up, it makes you feel great. And that goes for getting out and going out. Start showing up as the best version of you. Get out of your pajamas, like I usually am in. Stop wearing your slump clothes, like me, and get out there. Dress up. Put more effort into your outfits, and put more effort into your hair, into getting ready. Just do more. Do more. Promise you, you're going to feel so much better. So much better. Those are just a couple of tips that I thought that have ever helped me the most during my like self-love journey. Thank you for watching. I hope they helped. Leave a comment down below if you haven't subscribed. I hope you stick around and subscribe. Leave a like, a comment if you have any suggestions. But yeah, thanks.
'Cause everything is okay right here. You should stay right here. We should lay right here.